What is up? What is up? I've finally unstretched my camera. My camera hopefully doesn't look weird anymore. I could lower my camera, but I don't know if I should. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. Got quite a few things we're doing today. We're gonna react to the Dead Internet Theory, and we're gonna either play, we're gonna play Would You Rather, and if I have time, play a few indie horror games. That's the plan for today. That is indeed the plan for today. Alright, I'm just checking if... Do I need to raise my camera? No, raise my chair. I think I'm fine. It just looks really wide. I didn't have it wide last time. I want to test. I'm gonna play some Spotify. And I'm gonna test if once I do the VOD, if it plays any music, like if it copyrights me or anything. So we're low-key gonna play some shit. I like Nems. Nems seems like a good person to... Alright. Alright. I'm just gonna wait a minute. Because I'm gonna try and download the video. The Dead Internet Theory is 54 minutes long. This is going to be such a long video. That's why I said probably not have that much time for anything else. Because I want to use as much like reaction possibility of, like from me as possible. Hope everyone's doing good on this, for me, Thursday night or evening. What else? Only 10 minutes ahead of schedule. Not bad. Downloads. 54 minutes and 51 seconds long the video is. We're gonna see how factual this is. I don't know what to do. I don't know if we should do can you hear it? I'm gonna turn it up a bit. Yeah, you can hear it. You can't ignore it. God. Alright. I don't know what to do first. Either Doctor Insanity or the Dead Internet Theory. What should we do? You end us planning training. Location. We'll do the Dead Internet Theory. Over here. AMT. She will, you know, wherever I'm at. Locations. Alright, let's get into it. Let's get into this. Let's get into this. Streaming window captures, so not picking up the we full screen this so it fits. Yep, it has fit. I'll make sure the audio works as well before doing so. Okay, that should be fine. Let me test how the audio is real quick. I'm just test me speaking over it just in case. Hold on, I didn't do the browser. Wait, hold on. Do I have? Yeah, the only thing I have is Brave. I just want to test if I can hear myself because I want to speak when I'm talking, like over the video. All right. I'm testing talking over the video.
Online conspiracy.
Alright, yeah, it's perfect. Wait, turn this up a bit.
The ever-increasing presence of artificial.
Hold on.
The ever-increasing presence of artificial.
Yeah, we got it. I think that's fine now. I think everything's set up. Alright, for the people watching on YouTube, we are reacting to the dead internet theory. And I'm going to see how accurate this is. Like and subscribe. I just made a Discord. Make sure you join it. It will be in the description. So now. Alright, let's get into it.
Artificial intelligence in our everyday lives. The ever-increasing presence of artificial intelligence in our everyday lives has given rise to an online conspiracy. With every passing moment, more of the internet becomes artificial. The content you watch isn't real. The comments you read aren't real. The people you talk to aren't real. Nothing you see is real.
Bro, do you remember this chatbot?
Aren't real.
Wait.
The people you
do you remember this chatbot? Generally, I saw like KSI play when I was younger. It was so creepy. Generally, I didn't know like how it worked. I genuinely thought it was a real person. I just knew everything about him.
Talk to aren't real. Nothing you see is real. This is the dead internet theory.
Let's go. Come on.
2025. Everything and everyone you see online is fake. Before we get into this properly, let me first off say that this is a rapidly changing subject. Anything I say in this could be outdated in like a week, or already is outdated. You're gonna have to take this as a piece of like when I wrote it. This also isn't a call to action or anything. Just screaming into the void. Now, I'm in the generation that doesn't know a world without the internet, but I'm also old enough to have seen it grow exponentially into the titan that it's become. And in recent years, if there's one thing that's had my attention...
Bro, old internet was so peak, bro. That, like, when I was younger, I genuinely found the internet peak, bro. That was like when the cat was playing the keyboard, the Doge, the Nine Cat, genuinely peak internet times.
The most. It's the rise of the dead internet. Let's talk about it. Just as a heads up, I won't be spending a ton of time on the actual theory. This video is mainly about interesting things I found which are examples of it, rather than just reading off the Wikipedia page. Now, there's quite a few interpretations of the theory. To mash them all together in as basic of a form as I can The dead internet theory argues that most of the content you see online, comments, posts, people, even likes and dislikes, is almost entirely created by or manipulated by bots.
Yeah, I've been seeing those of bots. In like Moist Critical's video, there's these bots that go and like reply to people saying, "Oh, my content is better, check my channel out," and it says about like harming like animals. So
Interpretations are similar, but don't go to the absolute extreme of everyone is a bot. Nothing is real. But for the purposes of this video, I'm not actually going to be sticking with any one interpretation of the theory. I'm going to be pretty flexible with it. Some of the theories also give different proposed groups behind these bots, such as the government, big tech, the shadow government. You get the drill.
The shadow
Conspiracy
government
stuff. And yes, this is a conspiracy theory. Take everything here entirely with a grain of salt. At the same time, have an open mind and come to your own conclusions. It is.
Do you think there could be some open government? Like, no, not what? Some shadow government out there. Some government that's below the government, below the CIA. There must be, right?
Pretty epic and cool to assume every single comment you read online is a bot. While the dead internet theory label was coined only a few years ago, in 2021, the general ideas behind it have been around for far longer. The signs of an impending bot doomsday have been around for quite some time. With the main aspects of the theory out of the way,
yeah, there is loads of bots.
That this video isn't really about diving down some conspiracy rabbit hole about the Illuminati secretly gaslighting and controlling the world's population by selectively choosing which TikTok videos blow up.
I bet he's gonna mention all of the TikTok bots and obviously YouTube bots. I see loads of TikTok bots. They post like the same video or just use AI to post the same video, and it's either like pornographic content or it's just women. That's how I feel the bots like situation is gonna be. That how he's gonna talk about it.
No,
What's that about?
I'm interested in the real and currently observable instances of the dead internet part of the theory, happening in everyday places online. There's really no better place to start than with a little site which you might be familiar with. YouTube. Back when these old bones were youthful little boy bones in the distant year of 2009, I found a site called YouTube. I might have used it a little bit earlier than that.
That was a year after I was born.
Is that I've seen it grow and evolve into what it is today. And I'm no tourist. YouTube has been my main entertainment platform for about as long as I can remember, which is probably quite sad and cringe, but it's true. Things on the site have generally been fine. You know, there's the occasional big controversy, an adpocalypse here and there, but nothing too crazy. In recent years, though, more and more synthetic content has been uploaded to YouTube.
When did YouTube was peak in like 2009? When did you get access to YouTube? I didn't get access to YouTube until like just when I got my iPad, really. I didn't get access to YouTube until like 2015, 14 maybe. I was just mainly watching Netflix or just CBBC. Like, I used to watch like just shit before school and go home. I don't even know what I did when I went home. I obviously didn't watch YouTube.
You yourself have likely seen or at least heard about. Thankfully, YouTube
I was always on my mum's phone as a kid. Yeah, literally.
implemented some rules and guidelines.
It's playing Subway Surfers, bro.
But this stuff is still being shat out
On
at a rapid pace. I'll be completely honest here. This flood of content is one of the worst things to happen to the site in quite some time. And if YouTube doesn't keep setting strict guidelines on AI videos, it's only going to get worse. And just as a note, I'm not entirely against AI. It's a tool, it has uses, you're allowed to use it however you want. But when it's used to create almost every aspect of a video, that's where we start having some problems. The you in YouTube is completely absent from any of these AI videos. And that is exactly what we're going to be talking about here. The absolute rabbit hole.
Have you seen the AI Love Island shit with all the fruits? It was like a big thing. It's like they used like either Grok or Sora AI when it was available, and like made like a whole fruit Love Island. I saw Moist Critical talk about it. Nah, but I don't think I want to. Yeah, I didn't want to, but I searched it up and it was genuinely actually cringe. I don't know how people. It had like millions of followers as well. Millions of followers. I don't know how. It was just mainly AI videos.
Problem. Almost everything you'll see here was entirely created with AI. Visuals, scripts, voiceover, music, the whole shebang. HFY channels. This is where I first fell into the rabbit hole. Back in late 2024, I saw one of these in my recommendations, which jump-started this whole project. This is where it all began. And just so we're clear here, this is purely for educational purposes. Okay, this is purely education. This human has an alien girl harem all to himself. All pregnant. Me and the fellas were absolutely taken aback by what an insane title that was.
That's astonishing, bro.
Which had hundreds of videos just like that. Let's not get too far ahead of things here. First off, what even are HFY channels? Well, for the most part, these are sci-fi storytelling channels which go back quite a ways. They're usually stories about human ingenuity, space exploration, that kind of stuff. There's a good amount of legit channels reading these stories, so if you go looking, don't assume that every single one of them is AI. With that said, a lot of them are AI. HFY stands for humanity, fuck yeah, and an instant tell, or if one of these is being run by a bot, is when they describe it as something like HFY, humanity, heck yeah, or humans are special, HFY, which is clearly the bots not being able to say naughty words. The second tell, which also goes for pretty much everything we're going to look at after this, is that they don't even try to hide that it is very obviously entirely AI generated.
Bro, that is not AI. Bro, I was there. That is not AI. Bro, were you not there for the galactic fucking empire when they were just storming Earth, bro? I was there. I was the one on the right. Bro, I was on the left, bro. Like, you can't see me, but I was there.
I was initially just going to look at the all pregnant channel, but after doing some digging, I just kept on finding more. It was non-stop. Every time I thought I found the last of them, 5 more popped up.
8 subscribers.
Some of these had thousands of videos. Tens
2.4
of thousands of subscribers. And pretty much all of them were making the exact same type of video. A generic AI narrator voice reading out a 30 to 50 minute.
Bro, you got pregnant AI aliens. Bro, back in like 2016, you had actual humans. You had like Spider-Man and pregnant Elsa. That was like that was actually watchable.
Minute-long story, each one having an AI generated image to accompany it, sometimes with slight movement on the image. That's it. That's the formula for every single one of these.
Why are these like 46 minutes long?
Baby. Alien girl got stung by an alien bee.
What?
Now
1 hour?
Swelling
1
up.
hour long?
Hour long. Hour and 5 minutes. The Chad alien cow versus the soy alien. While I was looking at these channels,
Chad versus
I started
Chad.
doing a new research strategy, which I will be patenting, called a pregnant check, where I control F the word pregnant after loading all their videos. The amount of alien girl impregnation videos would shock you. I honestly lost count. And that's not even mentioning the amount of videos which followed the formula, lonely human saves alien princess. He is rewarded in a very pleasant way. I'm not exaggerating when I say that there are probably hundreds of videos following that exact formula uploaded every day by these channels.
How are people genuinely into this shit? How? You watch that? If there's no way there's an actual person has a brain and they're watching all like 45 minutes of these videos. There's just no way, bro.
There were also a lot of instances of 2 individual channels having duplicate videos, but with a different image.
You got me pregnant. Human, now prepare for a hybrid litter. You should prepare, human. We're having puppies. Our brains are shrinking,
I know I
bro.
saw stories about an alien girl drinking gasoline on a couple channels. Another duplicate I saw was 2 videos called Human, I insist you inspect my body. One of the weirdest parts about these videos is that I feel like they aren't even as good as they should be. AI can fully replicate people's voices now, but all of these channels have the most monotone, lifeless, boring narrators. Some of them even say dot when there's a period.
The words slammed into him like a bullet. Pregnant. His mouth
Dot.
open.
Dot.
I found one about how a
Dot.
human boy let out a gassy fart during class and traumatized his entire alien school. That was an iconic video. That one gets a pass.
Bro, as soon as cars got invented and people were driving them, people were expecting flying cars to be in this era. In this century, people expecting flying cars, but no, we got aliens doing love stories, aliens and humans doing love stories, and an alien freaks out as human student accidentally farts in class. Trust, bro, next year, yeah, next year we're gonna get actual robots.
As one final thing of note, it looks like
Robots
a lot of
being
these AI
pregnant
channels
next year.
have some kind of kill switch, which entirely cuts uploading if a channel doesn't hit a certain threshold. That is purely speculation, but most of these smaller ones I found just suddenly quit uploading. That goes for pretty much everything else we're going to cover here as well, so keep it in mind. If these channels don't hit the algorithm, the plug is pulled and their pile of content with no views is just left there to rot. Want some extra content? Check out the world famous patreon.com/redline. Shit is beautiful. I love
promo.
the Redline
This
Patreon.
will not be in the video. This promo will not be in the video.
Second Life, not the game. This one is a specific channel I found, which has some greasy uploads. Definitely one of the greasiest things we'll be looking at today. They are honestly kind of gross. Their most popular upload is titled 14-Year-Old Girl Dies, and what Jesus revealed about social media will shock you.
I saw like a version of this, but it was a guy. It was like some boy, and he said he died, and Jesus talked to him, and then he just said he was full of shit. I remember like a version of that. I didn't see this one.
It's both hilarious and also kind of shitty. Pretty much their entire channel revolves around various people dying and having secrets revealed to them by God or Jesus about random shit. When I found it, I really only noticed the generic ones, but this channel takes advantage of current events and exploits real-world tragedies in a really fucked up way. Texas flood victim dies, and Jesus shows her exactly what's coming next to America. This was 2 days after the floods, by the way. That's awful. And there are dozens of videos just like this on the channel. Some of this shit is just unreasonable. And then it'll go from using a real-world tragedy for clicks straight to a video where Jesus reveals the truth about stroking your shit. There's two. This channel rakes in millions of views, by the way. It's not some underground channel with... this channel rakes in some of the shit. This was Texas flood victim dies. And Jesus shows her videos just like this on the channel. Some of the shit is just unreasonable.
I need to see what I just saw.
Using a real-world tragedy for clicks straight to a video where Jesus reveals the truth about stroke.
I died, and what Jesus told me about masturbation will shock you. What? What is this, bro?
Look in your shit. There's two.
She died, and what Jesus revealed about masturbation will shock you. Who the fuck is watching this? I don't know, 184,000 people.
There's two. This channel rakes in millions of views, by the way. It's not some underground channel with 30 subscribers. The flood victim
How?
video alone has 1.1
1.1 million.
That was only a little bit ago. On top of that,
2
over
months.
60,000 people are subscribed to this, eagerly waiting for the next little girl to die so they can hear the latest insider scoop from Jesus. This is YouTube in 2025. The weirdest part about this whole channel is that their earliest uploads are about like a strange blue alien kitty fighting the military. And then it pretty much instantly transitioned into man died and Jesus revealed a dirty little secret. Now, as a gamer,
Nah, but the aliens versus the cats, bro, or whatever the fuck is peak. Is peak, bro.
I watched the occasional Bloodborne
The
lore
lore.
video, and I guess YouTube took note of that as it started recommending me a few videos about Dark Souls lore. This one in particular kept on popping up, so I clicked
Dark
on it to
Souls.
see what the fuss was about. Lo and
Lore
behold,
story
AI
sleeping.
generated, AI narrated Dark Souls lore. This one is really just here as an example of my hypothesized kill switch idea. This channel uploaded about 20 hours worth of lore videos, gained a whopping 7 subscribers, and hasn't been seen since this Dark Souls video. Time to pull the switch and try to hit the algorithm on a new channel.
How do these channels have more subscribers than like the channels that actually try? It's just AI videos. Do people not know? I can tell if an AI is speaking, and compared to a real human, people must like it, I guess.
This one is another massive genre, similar to HFY channels. Go ahead and look up the phrase boring history for sleep on YouTube, and you will be met with an outrageous amount of channels
Damn.
posting multi-hour-long AI videos on just that. This is another example I just
I didn't know it
happened to
was that
stumble into
bad.
as it appeared on my recommended feed a few months back. It had an obviously AI thumbnail, so I took a look, and yeah, it was pretty clearly
ChatGPT, I can
auto-generated.
tell it's
Just
ChatGPT.
posting hours upon hours of boring history for sleep every day, read out by a monotone British narrator. Its view counts were decent too. Some of these got a few 100,000 views, with most comments saying how delightful it was. There was almost too many comments saying exactly that. A few days later, another one appeared on my feed by a different channel, and then another, and then another, and then another, and then another, all of which had these real freaky AI thumbnails. It was at this point that I searched the phrase to see just how many.
Why are these averaging such like good views? Why are these, and they're like 2 hours long? How?
Of these I could find, and I genuinely lost count. I think my browser was going to crash if I opened any more up. The biggest of these channels I found was one called Sleepless Historian, who I can only assume is
541,000 subscribers? 541,000 subscribers. We might have to start doing this, bro. Bro, it must be a meta. 541,000 subscribers and 91 videos. 91 videos. They have to be bots. They have to be.
pioneer of this, with the others parasiting off of its success. This AI channel has over 600,000 subscribers as of writing, churning out 2-hour videos near daily. Some of the videos here have view counts in the millions. They've even got a business email up for sponsorships. Sponsored AI-produced content. The comments on these videos are the most interesting part by far. First off, a solid fucking chunk of these have to be bots. There is not a single human being on Earth that talks like these people. Almost every one of these videos has a number of comments saying stuff like, "I wanted to sleep, but these facts are just so interesting that I simply cannot. I stayed up all night and watched all of this." They're saying
It's YouTube though. Have you seen Shorts comments? I genuinely believe Shorts comments are actual robots, but no, they're human beings, so I won't be surprised if the long form YouTube videos are like probably like kids.
this about videos which are just JPEGs with some auto-generated, probably incorrect history facts. I also saw one of these that was like humorous medieval stories to fall asleep to, and I swear to God, every single comment was, "I can't sleep, it's too funny." How am I supposed to get a good night's rest when I...
No bot is calling themselves the Giggler. No bot is calling themselves the Giggler.
end up giggling every 30 seconds. Haha. All the while the video is the monotone British narrator going, in medieval times, the local farmers would fart, and it would stink up the whole barn, which the cows were not happy about. By far one of my favorite things about these channels, though, is their biggest and most vocal audience. Ukrainian Night Watch soldiers. I am a Ukrainian on Night Watch, sitting in the dark with only my thoughts for company. Your videos, they make the silence feel a little less heavy. For a moment, I feel less alone, less afraid. Thank you, from the bottom of my heart. Now, if you look closely there, the channel that left that comment is another one of these AI boring history channels. It's 4 a.m. in Kiev. I'm a Ukrainian soldier on Night Watch. 4 a.m. The night is quiet. I'm a Ukrainian soldier. I'm a Ukrainian soldier. I just wanted to say, the videos make me feel a little less alone.
Pick up the Ukrainian night guards.
Thank you so much, bro. And that's just a handful. Every one of these videos will have at least a few Ukrainian Night Watch soldiers. Other than that, though, there's not much to say about these. They really are just boring history for sleep. It's just insane to me how many exist. Another frequent occurrence is that some of these will advertise their own boring history videos in the comments of other people's boring history videos. It's just bot channels commenting on bot channels, advertising their own bot channels.
I did not know YouTube was generally this bad. I knew that it had some problem with bots, but I didn't know it was this bad, bro. That is crazy.
And in the comments of those bot channels is more bot channels advertising their bot channels. And in the comments of those bot channels is more bot...
Do you think the people that do these AI videos have got AI with a macro that makes the videos, automatically uploads them daily, and all the people have to do is just pay for the subscription? They must have a macro on or something. I wonder how much they lose.
This channel is pretty unique. I fell for this one. Yeah, a few months back, a Zelda 2 review popped up in my recommended feed with like 200 views. I was bored and didn't really have much else to do, so I had a look, thinking that maybe I'd find some underrated classic game reviewer. The video started, and while I thought he sounded a little funny, I kept watching. It was a full minute or two in that I realized, holy shit, I think this is AI.
If there's one thing players remember most about Zelda 2, the adventure of Link, it's the difficulty.
Looking at his channel, this dude had multiple, fully scripted, narrated, and edited 30
Oh,
plus
the game's
videos released
onto
only days
it's just
apart.
him.
If you've ever done editing, that's not impossible, but it would be quite the grind. More likely, I'd say that this was mostly auto-generated. At least, the voice was. And with how robotic the script felt, I wouldn't be surprised if that was too. It got even stranger when I looked back at his old videos from a few years ago, and he sounded completely different.
Kaboom is a classic video game for Atari 2600 console.
The comments on those are also calling out a ton of inaccuracies, accusing the guy of writing the scripts with AI. Another oddity was that the channel went dormant for like 2 years, only coming back a few months ago. He put out like 8 of these AI narrated videos, and then has since gone back into hibernation. This whole situation had me quite curious, and my suspicions were fully confirmed when he just straight up said in a comment that the voice was an AI replication trained off his own voice. He also plugged his other socials in a different comment, and it turns out this was a tuber named Clash with Ash, who has like 800,000 subs on his main channel.
I've never heard of bro. Who is this? Who is this? 826,000 subscribers. Who is this?
It is undeniable that this is him when you compare the voices.
Hey guys, Ash here in Clash Royale. About a year ago, I decided to take about a 1-year break.
I'm not even like calling him out or mad at him. I'm just confused more than anything. Are these scripted by AI? Edited? Either way, it's weird. Again,
nah, his content must be like real subscribers.
At least before I started wondering,
probably does like actual Clash videos.
Voice. Give AI another year of development to smooth out the vocal kinks, and who knows, maybe I wouldn't have noticed at all. It wouldn't shock me if in the not-so-distant future, it's revealed that a big gaming facts YouTube channel was being run entirely by an AI. Analog horror. We're all still big fans, right? Well, no genre is safe. We've got AI analog horror videos now. I don't even know why this channel has the analog parts of analog horror. I know this is a dead internet theory video, but I'm gonna criticize this. It genuinely adds nothing. Pretty much every video here is just a generic write a scary short story prompt, clocking in 3 or 4 minutes long. The postman comes to your house at 2 a.m. Close the door. Your dog barks at the neighbor's house at 2 a.m. Close the door.
What did
if your cat is stand on the roof and meow, run away. Analog horror. The only thing that makes these analog is that each one is supposed to be an emergency broadcast. And when I say each one, I mean each one.
This is an automated broadcast. This is an official emergency. This message is being transmitted. This is an official emergency broadcast.
It doesn't even make sense though, because it's not said in the past or anything. There is zero reason for them to have the VHS aesthetic. I don't get it. There was one called 2025 is Fake. You are still in 2015. Analog horror. Just to give you an idea of who's actually watching this kind of AI shit. There's a few comments here saying that they were either born in 2015 or wouldn't even be alive yet. This is also another one that seems to have hit the kill switch and dipped after it didn't make it big.
That's how you
this
know
one in
the
particular stopped
kids.
uploading just 2 days before YouTube's AI regulations came into play, and also left an ominous comment saying, "My job cannot continue anymore." Based on that, I can only assume that the new rules are actually working. Nice.
Never mind, found another one.
I called the cat's name. The dog answered. AI children's content
Fucking
may
scary.
just be #1 in terms of just how fucking much there is. Cartoons, learning videos, Christian Bible study. It's got everything. There's nothing quite like that sweet, sweet YouTube kids money. My search in this field began when I found the channel called Bimu. Now, I'm not going to act like I found it. It's almost certainly...
Oh, don't even get me started on the fucking kid shit. Bro, the fucking brain rot shit alone is fucking up kids. Let alone the AI content. It's generally fucking up the youth. Oh my, I bet this channel's gonna be so ass. I bet it's gonna just try and ruin kids.
Been covered elsewhere, but it popped up as I was researching these. Famous children's cartoon Bimu was entirely AI generated and not exactly subtle about it. Glitchy and globby animations, digital voice acting, and episodes only a few minutes long. Despite all that, this channel In Characters Bimo has claimed it isn't AI and gets mad at the audience for any AI accusations.
Some say Bimu is just AI, but the truth is, every frame is made with heart. If Bimu made you smile, let me know with a comment below. This project is for you. How much do you want to say that paragraph is AI? How much do you want to say that paragraph is AI? 100%.
I'm going to be honest, it's almost certainly just the creator baiting people into commenting and getting mad at it. There's even a guy who claims to be the creator who said, that's exactly what it is.
I stand before you today, not as an animator, but as a rage-bait genius.
It's kind of funny that they are still hitting their target audience, as a lot of the hate comments can't be from people older than like 11. I think a tuber or a TikToker told them to raid Bimu or something. Just to be clear, don't go doing that for anything I show today. Don't do that. It was through Bimu that I fell into the endless abyss of AI children's content through the recommended feed. If you told me to find every AI children's channel on YouTube, I'd keel over and die of old age before I found even half of them. My search started off with some pretty basic stuff. First off was Baby Shark, Kids A Lots of Songs, Portugal. This channel had over 5,500 100 songs when I found it, all of which being AI, of course. Just a few weeks later, that number has
That's
gone
not
up a
AI,
teensy
bro.
tiny little bit,
That's not
now sitting at
AI.
over 7,000 songs. By the time you see this, it will probably be a few thousand more. I scrolled for minutes on end and only managed to see the previous few weeks worth of their videos. This is one individual
God.
channel, not a network, not a collective, one
How?
channel. Oh, and they've also got language support for about every language ever
thanks.
created. Next up was a real classic.
Oh, they
for
got
the kids,
Romanian.
ABC
Got
Fruit
Romanian.
Songs by Happy Tummy Show. I started things off with F is for Fig.
Hi, I'm Freddie. I'm a fig so sweet with purple skin and tiny feet.
Watching these AI kids channels made me feel like I was dying. It was on C
Same.
for corn that I noticed a suspicious blur in the bottom of each video, which was almost definitely to cover up the watermark for whatever program they used to generate these. I don't even know why they bothered. I don't think the 3-year-olds watching this would care. These ABC videos led me into a whole other genre. There are a shitload of good and bad habits for kids type videos.
Good habit. Brushing your teeth twice a day. Keeps your teeth clean.
I pretty much instantly went from learn your ABCs to keep your nails clean. And from there, things went right into Jesus.
How did he manage to create this video? Bro, if I had to create this video and I had to go through every single AI account, bro, I would generally just die. They are so bad, unwatchable, let alone putting them in a video. You have to edit them and look at them again.
This is real, and he's gonna fucking kill you, little boy. A lot of these children's AI Christianity videos feel like satire. Some shit you'd see in a dystopian cyberpunk movie. There was a boatload of this kind of shit, like a whole arc worth. And a lot of it was uploaded to the same channels that did those personal hygiene and good habit videos. Now, I don't want to be throwing around the word indoctrination all willy-nilly. Lion secrets you never knew.
Baby lions can't roar when they're born.
Okay.
Thanks for watching.
Thanks.
Cool.
That
That was awesome. These lead into Jesus things very easily. I was on a private tab during this, and at this point, my recommended feed was beyond fucked. A good 50% of it was just the AI Jesus stuff, most of it being very creepy and lifeless songs. During the Jesus stuff, for some reason, my feed was filled with about 10 The Lion and the Brave Mouse storytime videos. These channels are all just pumping out the exact same shit. It is a tsunami of near identical garbage content. After the Jesus stuff, I came across a true classic. Elsa from Frozen. Pregnant. Finally.
Oh my.
That's what I've been looking for. This
That's what I'm
like
looking for, bro. They actually got the AI shit of that now. Elsa being pregnant. Is it by Spider-Man? And does Spider-Man get jumped and he has to defend Elsa? Bro, they changed it to AI? Nah.
Also giving birth videos as well. After this, I started up a new type of pregnant check by tacking the word onto the end of various children's properties. Based on my research and analysis, this increased AI video likelihood by about 70%. As expected, there are hundreds, probably thousands of these.
Bro, what the fuck? Bro, what the fuck? Brother, what is this? What is this, brother? Bro.
Elsa's biggest glow up. From Ice Queen to Ice Queen. What is she, Eddie from Silent Hill 2?
Oh my god.
Be your own queen. Subscribe and shine. In my search for Elsa pregnancy content, I came across a channel called Apishek Sir Gaming. Their biggest video had around 19,000 views. Now I'm going to give you 4 numbers. One of them is this channel's subscriber count. If you guess correctly,
what is the channel subscriber count?
Is it
We're nothing,
A, A million. B.
8 million.
542,000. C. 19,000.
Right. The channel that made what now? Alright, fuck, it's just some fucking AI videos. How much does this AI channel have in subscribers? 1 million? 542,000? 19,000. I have to say 1 million. Even though it's such a impossible number. That channel, like the I think the history, the Born History to Go to Sleep, I think it was that one. It had 500 and something subscribers, and it went up to 600 in like 70 videos. That's crazy. I'm saying 1 million.
D. 12. The answer
D12
is A. And in case you thought we were getting off track, this right here is another
1 million in 8 videos. What? What? Abhishek Gaming.
the prime example of dead internet theory. This wasn't AI content, but this dude is making his drawing videos for over 1 million fake subscribers. This channel's total view count was half of their sub count. Next up was the Bluey Binge. The first thing to note here is that apparently the Floor is Lava videos
Bluey.
are a fucking huge thing
Came out in like
in the
2024,
baby
so
content
2025.
scene. I called up my guy and he confirmed this was indeed a massive trend. There were like 10 of these on just this one Bluey channel. The ones here were all just 10 minutes of dancing, striking poses, and the characters actively burning alive, covered in scorch marks and shit. They are all the exact same video with very minor changes. They on fire? Holy shit. They got their Yakuza heat auras. Next up I found a Bluey channel, which had a bit of a fecal fixation. A handful of videos on this one were about Bluey shitting, including one where Bluey almost ate a pile of shit off the ground, thinking it was ice cream. Bluey Sr., or whatever the fuck his name is, intervened, saving Bluey from this turd tragedy. The lesson of the day being, look before you scoop. After many hours passed, I had to force myself to stop watching this stuff before I sunk into the abyss of despair.
That should be a CIA torture technique. Watch these AI videos non-stop. Bro, within like the first hour, you're giving up every single bit of information to the CIA. That should be a torture technique, bro.
I don't really think this needs too much of an explanation as to why it's the first topic in a video about the dead internet theory. Thousands of nothing videos are being uploaded by nobody to audiences of both bots and humans alike. And what I showed here was just a glimpse into my glimpse on the subject. YouTube's AI rabbit hole could have been like a 10-hour video. Real creators, artists, writers, musicians, and editors now have to compete with these channels, potentially pushing them away or putting them out of work. All the while, more and more...
Do you believe AI is going to take people's jobs? Do you believe AI is just going to take everyone's jobs? I highly doubt it. I highly doubt AI will get that smart. AI is smart now, yeah, sure. But I don't think it'll take people's jobs. Because with artists, people say, oh, I could just do this in AI. There is so much stuff wrong with the AI images. If you say, oh, do this. Oh, okay. Here's this image. Oh, no, but I want a different color. Oh, okay. Here's the updated one. Completely different image. I highly doubt AI is going to get that smart in the future. Obviously got like Sora AI, but that's been discontinued because of high load. And with Sora, with apps like Sora, they run on so much power, and I don't think you'd have to have billions and billions of dollars to be able to fund such an intelligent AI. Because you got Claude.
These AI channels get added onto the pile every
I want
day.
to stop yapping.
And we
so
didn't
much.
even talk about AI Shorts channels. That's
Oh,
a
Shorts.
whole other thing. Yeah, maybe next time. There is no personality behind a single one of these AI channels. No creativity, no effort, no anything.
YouTube has started doing AI now. They've started implementing AI. I was on my YouTube channel studio, and they had video like a AI section. It was like, oh, recommend like to your recommended video, type in a list for your recommended videos, or like just a prompt, or what do you want to do? Oh, I want to do this. Alright, here's multiple videos. That's a good feature and all if people have ideas, but it comes with like a thumbnail as well. It's actually so bad.
Just a constantly producing content machine. I'd like to reiterate here one more time, just so this isn't all doom and gloom, that YouTube has been taking steps to combat the channels which are mass producing hundreds of AI videos every day.
Good.
Their wording is a bit vague, but I have hope that things will turn around and this problem won't keep growing. I doubt it'll ever stop. Cat's already out of the bag, but hopefully it slows down at the least. There's a pretty famous fact about YouTube, which is that 500 hours of content are uploaded every minute. I can almost guarantee that over the past few years, this number has sharply increased. If you're looking for a time machine view into what a future dead internet looks like, this is it. AI channels creating thousands of AI videos being commented on by AI Ukrainian Night Watch soldiers. The future is now.
The future is now. Entertainment. Oh,
whether it's movies, television, music, or magazines that entertain you, the internet, as we've seen already, has something for everyone.
Back a few years ago, a live stream for a little project called Nothing Forever started gaining some traction online. This was basically a 24/7 computer-generated version of Seinfeld.
Hey everyone, thanks for coming out tonight.
It wasn't completely artificial. I think the models and the sets were handmade, but the scripts, voices, and I'm pretty sure even the music was all being automatically produced with no human input. This was back in early 2023 when AI was really picking up steam, and it was a fun little time waster to pop on for a few minutes. It actually ended up getting so big that Jerry Seinfeld himself commented on it at one of his shows.
So did new things happen? Oh wow, do they make any sense? No, it's AI crap. AI can be definitely, they'll make it smarter and smarter, but to do this, you have to make it dumber.
It said some naughty things, got banned from Twitch, and by the time it came back, pretty much everyone had moved on. There were a few copycats in its wake, like AI SpongeBob, AI Family Guy, and a few others. But none had
I used to see those all the time on my TikTok live. Anytime I scrolled and I saw one of these, I saw like the SpongeBob, Family Guy, and this. I think if you sent like a message in the chat, it'd say it. Or if you sent something to them and you donated it, they would speak and just have a whole conversation about whatever you just said. That was actually kind of interesting how that worked.
And were frequently taken down by the IP owners of those brands. As a whole, non-stop AI streams peaked in 2023. It was a fun, harmless little trend, but I think it's safe to say that their time in the sun is over. At least, you'd think so. A few weeks ago, as of writing, I saw an ad on Twitter for something called the botflix.tv. I had a little look-see into what this was and discovered what is basically the modern equivalent to Nothing Forever, but with absolutely no soul whatsoever. A purely AI, 24/7 stream of automatically generated content straight to its 10 viewers on twitch.tv. It was pure garbage. Let's talk about it. The first thing you're going to notice is that this shit is weird. Plain and simple. These aren't like the broadcasts of years past.
Any AI shit is
3D
weird.
models walk around and say random shit. This is entirely AI. It also doesn't actually show any shows or anything really. It's only advertisements for stuff that they supposedly make, or ads for the site itself. All of it being the most generic sludge you've seen in your life. Non-stop, 24/7 AI-generated ads for fake content that doesn't exist. This website is truly Nothing Forever. I was convinced that this was some kind of elaborate ARG or art project, but it's genuinely just a cash grab. It even has spin-offs like an AI influencer news site called
.exe Weekly,
as well as a page where you can buy full episodes with Ethereum. And all of it has been discussed by some legit names in the AI space. But then I see shit like their merch page, where they have shirts branded with AI slop, and I go back to thinking that it's all a big shit.
Who is buying this? Who is genuinely buying that? Hold on. Damn. I'm yawning so much, bro. Nah, but who is genuinely buying these merch?
But then I see their gold check Twitter account and go back to thinking it's entirely
a month.
real. If this is a big art project, props to you. You got me. No matter what it is, I can confidently say that they are greasy. On July 23rd, 2025, the day after Ozzy Osbourne passed away, they had an AI video out on TikTok capitalizing on his death, making AI Ozzy a part of their streaming service lore.
That is crazy.
Probably the worst part about this whole thing is that they don't even go all in on the 24/7 programming. It just loops and repeats shit after a while, and sometimes it isn't even up. Why even bother if it isn't 24/7 fresh content? That's like the one draw this has. What is the point if it just loops?
I miss my 24/7 content.
Reddit.
Reddit. Oh,
I love this of Reddit, one of the internet's greatest sources of knowledge, a site for true intellectuals. For those unaware, I will very quickly go over the basics of the platform. To start, everyone on Reddit has an account which lists its creation date, as well as their karma. Karma is quite literally just internet points based on how many likes and dislikes you've received. Shit, I'm sorry. Upvotes and downvotes. Other than that, it's really not too difficult to understand. There's r/all, which shows popular posts across the entire site, as well as individual subreddits, which only allow posts on a specific topic. Shout out to r/redline, which has a single post actually about me. One last thing to make note of is that most subreddits restrict posting if your account is under a certain age and or a certain amount of karma. Now, despite obviously not being on the same level as something like TikTok, Reddit is still a pretty big website, although you'd have to send most people to Guantanamo for them to admit they have a Reddit account. But seriously, it's not all bad. It's just that Redditors do not help make the site look good. A lot of smaller subs on niche
We've all been on
topics
Reddit a few times.
pretty decent, and there's a reason that almost any question you search for has Reddit tacked onto the end. With all of that out of the way, we can finally get back to the main topic. And due to how Reddit functions, it has some pretty unique examples of the dead internet theory. We'll start off by looking at the most common one, reposts.
How are reposts unique to Reddit, you fucking idiot?
Well, I'm glad you asked, fake commenter I made up in my head. Reddit reposts are a different breed compared to other sites. Not only are massively popular posts frequently reposted, but all of their top comments are also copied one-to-one. If you left a Reddit comment that got big, there's a good chance that you personally
they do that on YouTube as well.
By a bot. They aren't even slick with it, sometimes stealing posts and comments that are only a few months old at most, and reposting them onto the same subreddit. And it's not just memes and shit either. This extends to personal stories, advice threads, drama posts, and other stuff like that. Nothing is safe if the end result is piles of Reddit gold. With how much bullshit is posted to Reddit every day, most people probably wouldn't even notice this, especially since these bots are usually reposting years-old content. But the crusty Reddit mods on there for 14 hours a day, putting in the hard work, likely experience almost daily deja vu. There are some tools to counteract this,
add a
though,
copyright symbol or a trademark at the end of the text.
And report reposts, but more recently, those countermeasures have had countermeasures created. AI re-renders of popular memes and posts. What are we even doing? There's really not much else to say about these except get used to it. Because it's one thing that I can actually guarantee is only going to get worse. From what I've seen, it's already happening on other platforms too, like TikTok. Mark my words that within the next few years, this will go from simple meme re-renders to full-on 10 to 30-minute videos being essentially copied by AI and re-uploaded. Even if I'm wrong about that, short-form content getting re-rendered by AI is almost a given, if it isn't already happening. We'll move on from reposts to a different topic, one which is a more direct example of dead internet theory. AI-generated posts on Storytime subreddits. Now, Reddit is kind of old
you
school
see so
in the
many
sense
of
that
those,
a
as
lot
well
of
as
big
on
posts
TikTok,
there
the
are
faceless
purely
YouTube
write-ups
shit.
and text-based stuff. No images, no Family Guy clips, nothing. A lot of the biggest subs on Reddit
It's
are ones specifically.
It's either the Family Guy clips or the Subway Surfers clips. Or mainly Minecraft. I have to admit, I did one of those as well. I just made I was supposed to do the get rich method, and I put Minecraft parkour, and I put a Reddit thing on top. Oh, this person, blah blah blah, like some horror thing, and I just copied and pasted a story, did the AI generated shit. Actually got views, but no followers, because you have to get like 10k followers on TikTok to be able to make money, and I wasn't gonna be buying an account, bro. Buying an account is actually stupid, bro. I'm actually gonna try and make money by doing the stuff I love, which is this. Anyways,
for these types of stories, places like Am I the Asshole, Unpopular Opinion, Ask Reddit. These places have been completely infiltrated by AI posts, and every day they get harder to differentiate. Sometimes it'll be obvious. Stories filled with M dashes, bullet point lists, and perfect grammar. Other times, unless thoroughly analyzed, you wouldn't even be able to tell. Now, for the most part, a lot of these stories on these kinds of subs...
Nah, you post your real story and like your real traumatic horror story and like something that did happen to you, someone replies to you saying AI.
We're all bullshit anyways, but you could at least put in the effort to write them yourself. I'd also wager that a few of the people generating these might be fueled purely by getting their name onto one of the quintillion videos that are like, I read Reddit stories and that's my entire YouTube channel. These damned...
Low-key though, the Reddit, it depends how good the Reddit stories are. They can actually be like worth watching or listening. They can genuinely be so creative. I don't know why they some of them are actually listenable or watchable.
Redditors aren't blind to this stuff though, and their famous investigatory branch is already on the case, having subreddits set up specifically to call out these bot accounts. If you're worried about the dead internet becoming a reality, the Reddit army has got your back. The big thing,
anyone who generally uses Reddit to have stenches of body odor.
Is why are they even doing this? Are they really that desperate to farm internet points? Yes, actually. You see, clean Reddit accounts with high karma, a decent age, and no bans can be sold for anywhere from $10 to a few hundred. And when you've got 500 AI Reddit accounts running at once, that can add up pretty quickly. The second question that pops up though is, who the fuck is buying used Reddit accounts? And why? Well, there's actually a good number of reasons. This shit is a whole industry.
What's people
Companies stealth advertising products by posing as normal people posting about them. This makes the discussion seem organic rather than just being an ad. Comment and vote count manipulation through mass upvoting or downvoting.
I see that as well.
Reddit's various political subs as well as naughty subs.
You can see the most stupid post has like 10,000 upvotes.
And of course, one of the oldest reasons in the book, scamming. Malware, phishing links, viruses.
Scamming, you see the most trolling.
All that good stuff. There's also bots that skip all the sneaky stuff and just spam promote various crypto pump and dump schemes 24/7. There's a handful of other reasons old Reddit accounts are purchased, but those are the main ones. You may also be wondering why Reddit the company hasn't really stepped in here.
It's
Money.
Reddit.
I've had just
It's
about enough of
Reddit.
Reddit for my entire life.
You have enough problems as it is.
Gaming.
Gaming, gamers, gaming, games, gaming,
Oh,
gaming,
gaming.
If you've seen this channel before, you would know I'm a bit of a gamer. The king of gaming.
Holy smokes.
That's called King of
Look
Gaming.
at those.
I'm not going to bury the lead here. This section is almost entirely about stuff I've seen firsthand over the past few years. A lot of it is also only tinged.
Let me take a guess on what he's going to say. He's going to say AI generated assets or voice lines.
Tangentially related to dead internet
Or
theory,
and.
but I find these stories interesting nonetheless. You have officially been warned. Let's start things off with a pretty well-known example that made the rounds across the internet. Team Fortress 2's bot crisis.
Oh yeah, bots. Bro, CS has many bots. TF2's Car's voice chat.
Only a few years ago, TF2 was genuinely unplayable for long periods of time outside of community servers. You see, since TF2 is free, a collection of scumbags went ahead and made armies
TF2 is so cool.
The bots would go sniper, insta-headshotting everyone from across the entire map. Some of them would fully take over servers, kicking out real players. Some of these scumbags would only deploy a handful of bots, but have them saying slurs and shit in the chat. And some would even impersonate other players, taking their names and profile pictures, which led to false reports and kicks.
I've
It
never
was
ran into
overall
any
not a great
bots,
time
really.
to play the game. It really can't be overstated as to how wrecked the game was during the crisis. Hordes of aimbot, instant headshot snipers infested almost every single server the game had running. And if you somehow managed to luck your way into a real match, usually within a map or two, they'd slowly start flooding in until things became unplayable. There were occasional updates or fixes that looked like they might have finally solved it, but each and every time, without fail, the bots were back in a matter of weeks at most. I started to kind of get back into TF2 around this time and wanted to introduce it to a friend who had never played it before. It was kind of a mood killer when I had to tell him, oh yeah, the game's main server.
I haven't seen TF2 in a while. I wonder how it's doing. I really wonder how it's doing, or if it's just completely filled with bots.
Servers are infested with bots and completely unplayable. I forgot to tell you that. He hasn't played TF2 a single time since then. If you were curious as to what the why behind these bots was, it's actually quite simple. In this case, it wasn't for financial gain or to spread some kind of agenda. It was merely a bunch of no-life nerds who wanted to piss off people for their own enjoyment. That's it. There were a ton of videos made about the crisis, and overall, the community outcry was immense. Multiple viral campaigns were started to get Valve to, at the very least, acknowledge the issue, but things were looking pretty dire. The biggest of the aforementioned campaigns, Save TF2, even trended on Twitter and had a bunch of huge names, some not even connected to TF2,
Save
make a statement on
TF2.
it. Valve remained silent for the whole ordeal until finally, somehow, against all odds, on May 26th, 2022, the TF2 social media person woke up from their 1,000-year slumber, and the community was graced with the following tweet. TF2 community, we hear you. We love this game and know you do too. We see how large the issue has become and are working to improve things. And then days passed, and then weeks, then months, then years. Finally, just about 2 years later, Valve started to fully crack down on the bots, and things have been relatively normal since then. That is all vastly oversimplifying the timeline of events, though. This was a multi-year-long saga with a lot of ups and downs. A full recap of the bot crisis would take like an hour. While TF2 has been ridded of these assholes, if a similar thing were to happen to a smaller game, or one without active developers, that would straight up be game over. And from what I've read online, bots like these are starting to fill up other games, slowly but surely. TF2 happened to be an accelerated instance due to the source code leaking back in 2020. If I were to make a Nostradamus prediction here, by 2027 at the latest, this exact same type of bot crisis will be a major issue happening across a ton of different games. On a similar note, we're moving over to a little game called Counter-Strike.
Counter-Strike. What's he gonna say about Counter-Strike?
If you couldn't tell by now, I'm a big fan of Valve games. Counter-Strike has had bot problems for years, but this new wave I've seen is entirely different. Back in the old days, these were usually just spin bots, or spinning bots, set up to farm cases in deathmatch. These new ones, which I first encountered in June of 2025, are what I can only describe as smart bots, acting more like actual players and not just blatant cheaters. They walk around normally and tap fire at people, even missing shots to really sell the act. You can find these smart bots in late-night deathmatch servers, at least in North America. When I originally found them, they had names like G6B2NE, no avatar, and Steam profiles that weren't even set up. More recently, though, they've been using actual names and profiles. I saw a couple with Naruto profile pictures, and another one named Jason64 Blau. These ones had gotten even better at being shitty and hiding the fact that they're bots.
It's not bots, they're just that good at the game.
Headshots, missing all the time, ended in the middle of the scoreboard, and was even using the deathmatch bonus weapons whenever they came up. These bots are actively evolving as we speak. If you weren't already aware of these bots, at this point, you might not even notice them. My hypothesis here is that in all likelihood, these are purely used for case farming, as is the case for most bots in CS2. In case you weren't aware, Counter-Strike's skin economy is one of the greasiest things in all of gaming. Now, we don't really have time to get into all of the unregulated child gambling, scummy trade sites, and sophisticated scams, but there is one part of it related to this. There are tens of thousands of bots set up purely to farm the weekly case drops, which range in value from around 50 cents to over $100 for some of the rare ones. There's even services you can rent where you can set up dozens of these bots to collect their drops. I actually found one of these websites, which was not hard, by the way, and for a monthly fee, you can
when I don't actually want to play the game.
100 bots to farm cases
when I don't have
They also aren't just using hacks. Instead, having AI essentially play the game itself, scanning for people using visuals and audio. I'm fairly certain that these are what I was finding in deathmatch servers. They really are smart bots, and I can only hope that Valve wakes up and finds a way to consistently ban these accounts.
Bots turning like this is generally hurting my eyes.
Who gives a shit about bots in games? That's nothing new. Well, just look at the trends here. These bots are going beyond just playing the game. They're filling up servers, they're impersonating people, they're even acting like real players in Counter-Strike. Give it a year, maybe two, and these types of AI smart bots will be analyzing the chat and generating realistic responses. They're also only going to get better at making their gameplay look real. They're going to get better at being human. It's a scary thought. Not even the people you play games with will be real anymore. Of course, that's all hypothetical, and assuming
Fortnite's
like
bots
Valve
as well.
take
Fortnite has
literally
bots,
zero
but they
action
implemented
against
it
this stuff,
themselves.
which they probably will, eventually.
Esports, pro gaming.
For anyone unaware, the professional gaming scene has grown pretty substantially over the past 10 or so years. Nowadays, there's tournaments for various games with prize pools well over $1 million. Within a lot of esports heavy games, the pro players become almost micro-celebrities, some even becoming literal celebrities. Now, you might be saying, okay, dude, how the F word is this related to dead internet theory? Disliked. Just give me a minute here, okay? It all comes together. We're going to focus on Counter-Strike's esports scene just to keep things consistent. I want to remind you that, again, the skin economy in this game is ridiculous. There are people with individual weapon skins worth more than the median home price where you live.
That's crazy.
Now, Counter-Strike hosts biannual majors, which are events officially sponsored by Valve.
Your skins are worth $1 million USD. That is absolutely crazy. That's like worth like probably like 5 of my home for.
They are the most prestigious and most watched events of the year. Even a good number of non-esports viewers tune in to at least watch the playoffs. You don't even have to watch these in-game or anything, as they're all hosted on YouTube, which is where we finally get back to the main topic. Ads. Who doesn't love advertisements?
We
What I
love
don't
ads.
like is ads promoting scam websites using deepfake videos of famous Counter-Strike pros being played specifically on live streams of majors. This here is Nico, one of the most talented and famous players to ever touch the game. Never won a major, by the way. It sounds like he's got a great opportunity for us. Let's hear him out.
Now this is our way to give back to the CS community, the players, the fans, the grinders. To participate, you need to visit the website.
I'm so sorry, you have to be really stupid to believe this. I'm looking at his lips and it's not even matching up with the fucking words. You have to be so stupid.
You'll find a link in the description below this video. A case is already waiting for you there.
Yeah, so in case you forgot what I said, or what this video was about, or it wasn't obvious, this is complete bullshit. The deepfake didn't even put him into the right jersey. And this isn't even the only one. They even add little fuck-ups in the speech every now and then to make them sound more natural.
Our bot will send you a price within 48 hours, so you'll just need to wait a little bit.
While I can't tell you what the actual scam here was, I have a pretty good guess. Usually, scams like these will have you log into the site and open up one of those free cases mentioned in the deepfake. Definitely completely by chance, you'll end up pulling something worth a ton of money. The catch here being that you can't withdraw anything until you've put in a minimum deposit on the site, usually in the form of weapon skins. You send the deposit, and then bam, they've got you. There was no prize. It was all bullshit.
Yeah, same with like free Robux sites.
Thanks, Nico. This is just speculation, but about a month after
Nico,
these
it's
ads
all
came
your
out,
fault.
Valve introduced an update letting you reverse any trade within 7 days, which essentially kills this kind of scam. I can only assume this update was a response to this and similar types
Nico,
of scams.
yeah.
Just to add on to how
It's all his
elaborate
fault.
this operation was.
I want to go on the
If you clicked
website.
on the ads, which took you to the original posts of them on YouTube, the people behind this fully replicated the channels of the esports teams the players belong to. The Nico one was posted by Team Falcons, his current team, which had the exact number of subs their real channel had, all of which were bots, of course. This led to a massive goof on YouTube's part, where upon being informed of these deepfake ads, YouTube took down the official Team Falcons YouTube page. What a blunder. This is a pretty wild example of the dead internet theory.
It's all Nico's
a sub-botted
fault.
imposter
Nico,
account
Nico,
using
who knows?
deepfake videos pretended to be a real organization, likely tricking a ton of people into believing it was real, all in order to steal a few people's $7 op skins. That is enough gaming. We are done with gaming. You have been banned from every game.
Okay, thank you.
We've been through a lot today, you and me. I guess if there's one message to take away from all this, is that it's over. We are doomed. Everything is terrible. The internet is fucked. No, but for real. While bots are becoming a problem, I really don't think this is going to end in some internet takeover by Skynet.
Yeah,
the theory
yeah,
itself
definitely.
is quite interesting, though. I might even come back to this in the future to look at how this is impacting other places online. If you know of any interesting examples, I'd love to hear them. With that said, I really don't know how much more I can say. This account is a bot, and this post was by a bot, and this account had botted likes, and this, unless there's some truly unique
This video is
stuff,
completely AI.
this might be it.
This video
if
is
you've stuck
completely
around
AI.
for this long, though,
This stream
thank you for
is
watching.
AI.
And be sure to check out the Patreon for some cool bonus
W
videos.
video. I actually like what he was saying, bro. That's actually interesting as fuck. Bro, but W video. Alright, next up. Next up, we are going to be doing a Would You Rather. Pretty exciting, am I right? A Would You Rather. Would you rather? I'm gonna be doing that. If I just get the website here, copy. Make us some Spotify on while we wait. What should we put on? I'll put on some MJ, bro. On the way to Chicago, she was all alone. She smiles and looks at me, surprised to see a woman like that is really into me. Maybe it's a bit of dance you can. Light it up, light it up, light it up. Alright. I like that. Alright, we're gonna change this now. It's a full screen. Streaming. Oh yeah. Forgot I have to do this. Hold on, chat. Was it this one? Yep. I'm gonna put that down so you can actually see me. Alright. For the YouTube. Alright, hold on, let me start again. Alright, for the YouTube viewers, we're gonna be doing Would You Rather. We're gonna be seeing what I want, comparing both answers and seeing what other people voted as well. If you're watching this on YouTube, subscribe and like. Join the Discord, since I made a Discord. Go join that, please. And we're gonna start. Alright. Would I rather speak like Yoda or breathe like Darth Vader? Speak like Yoda, bro. That's sick. Yeah, 51.7% Yoda. Oh, I didn't even get to see the first one. Alright, don't change your socks or your don't change your socks, your underwear for a month. Your underwear for a month. What? Don't change your socks? Is that like I can't put them off, or just like have to stick with the same pair? I'd have to say don't change your socks, because you can just like go in the shower, I guess. Like wash your actual like. Just, do you have to keep them on? Don't change your socks. 79.5, 20.5. Yeah. Sleep in your parents' bed for life, or cry each time you meet someone's gaze. Bro, I'm not sleeping in my parents' bed for life, bro. I'm crying. People actually want to sleep in their parents' bed for. That's crazy. Live in a huge mansion alone, or live in a modest apartment with loved ones. Oh. A huge mansion or a modest apartment? Low key. Mansion, but I have to say the mansion. An apartment? Yeah, that would be nice. How nice is the apartment though? I know it's a modest apartment, but how nice is it? Oh, with loved ones? Sure, modest. Alright, eat a live insect every day. Drink a glass of pond water every day. Straight pond water? Bro. You just have, even though live insect is disgusting, that's the only realistic like thing you should do. Because if you drink a glass of pond water, you're just gonna like get so many diseases. But if you eat an insect, you just ate an insect. Yeah, 52.6. 5 in a row. Always owe someone a small amount of money. Always be owed a small amount of money by someone. Always be owed. I don't want to owe someone money. That's crazy. Eat a hamburger or Philly cheese stack. Oh, Philly cheese stack. Was? Have an open relationship. A monogamous relationship. Hold on, what does that mean? What does that mean real quick? Hold on, I want to see what that means. What is a monogamous relationship? A monogamous relationship is where two individuals from a mutual and exclusive intimate partnership, meaning they have only one partner at a time. A monogamous relationship is a romantic partnership between two individuals who agree to be exclusive with each other. This means they do not engage in romantic or sexual relationships with anyone else at the same time. It's better than having an open relationship, am I right? It's better than having an open relationship. Because your girl is just getting, like, someone else is dating your girl. But that's monogamous. Yeah. Stop climate change. End all wars on Earth. All wars. Okay. Explore space, the ocean. Ooh. Explore space or the ocean. The ocean hasn't been explored for, like, I have to do the ocean. 62.9? Bro, ocean's more sick. Have a cute, well-behaved child that stays at an age of your choosing for the entire life, or a child that develops from a baby to 18 years old in 2 years and ages normally. Oh, bro, this is so difficult. This is so difficult because you can either keep your child at a certain age and they'll be fed up at how they are, and you just have to teach them, like, everything. Well, if I had to do the first one, I'd probably, like, keep them at in their teens, definitely. Teens or going on to their teens, like probably like 8 to 13, maybe. Just so I'm able to teach them, like, life skills. Or a child that develops from a baby to 18 years in 2 years. You just missed all of that childhood, bro. You're not gonna be raising an old, like, some guy in his 30s and he doesn't know anything. You just have to do this one. How? Eat tacos, eat sushi. Sushi, bro. Ooh, it's close. Be absolute strongest person in your sport. Be the absolute most flexible person in your sport. Gotta do strongest, bro. Gotta do strongest in any way. Only do, like, flexible if you do, like, gymnastics or something. Compete in every summer Olympic sport, winter Olympic sport. Summer, you're just gonna sweat more. Winter, you can be freezing. Summer, it's gonna be more nicer in the summer. Bro, my eyes are so itchy. Be forced to express yourself in rhymes for the rest of your life. Forced to repeat the last word of each sentence that is said to you. The last word. Hopefully they didn't say anything bad. Be under attack by zombies, or be under attack by Martians, or however you say that word. Zombies, you can just outrun them. You can just outrun the zombies. Have unlimited access to the world's finest cocoa, but never taste chocolate again. Or enjoy chocolate daily, but never experience cocoa in any other form. Ooh. Enjoy chocolate daily, bro. I love my chocolate. I love chocolate. Be the only human left on Earth, or be surrounded by humans but unable to communicate with them. You just get so alone. That's the thing. You just be so alone, and you won't be able to do anything. How are you gonna manage everything? You just can't. There's obviously the second one. Only be able to text them in emojis for the rest of your life. Have the low storage space notification pop up on your phone every day. Low storage. Low storage. Go to outer space or the center of the earth. You just die, bro. You die in both, but if I have like some sort of gear, I'm fine. Be best friends with Zendaya, but Tom Holland hates you. Be best friend, bro. Tom Holland. Tom Holland. No disrespect to Zendaya, but Tom Holland. I'll be friends with him. Have the latest smartphone every year, but you're bombarded with ads all day. Or have all apps completely ad-free, but the volume is permanently stuck at max. I don't care about other people. I like my apps. Have to lick yourself clean like a cat. Only take one shower per month. Bro, you have to do cat, bro. People are genuinely... Bro, you're just gonna stink. You're just gonna fucking stink. Stay in bed all day, stay up all night. I do that anyway. I literally do that anyway. I do both. I literally do both. I stay up all night. Well, basically all night, and I'm sleeping during the day if I turn off college. Spend a day as a mega famous pop star. Spend a day as an esteemed award-winning director. Ooh. Even though I like the attention, I just don't know what I think about the director. Director's more chill. Oh, you created this? Bro, I loved it. It was a masterpiece. Cut off your right hand, cut off your left hand. Left. What did I think? Obviously left. Share your location with everyone all the time. Never be able to use GPS again. I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out. I will figure it out. Erase your worst memory. Relive your best memory. Worst? No, best. Gotta do your best, bro. Be a whistleblower exposing government corruption, or a high-ranking official in a corrupt administration. If I do the first one, everyone will know about what the government is doing, but that will cost my life, because there's no way they're not going to kill me. Or, work for the corrupt, and don't say a word. Personally, I'm doing the higher ranking. I just have to. Yo, that's so close. Be able to control people's emotions around you, control your own emotions perfectly. Obviously the first one, you should be able to do that. What? Be convicted of a crime you didn't commit. Kill and get away with it. Ooh. Kill and get away with it, bro. You just have to. Have a pause button for your life or a rewind button. Bro, rewind button just has to be the way. That'd be so sick having a rewind button. Be emotionless or feel too much. I'm gonna be emotionless because I'm an alpha wolf. Okay. I would have done the second one, by the way. Be completely alone for 5 years. Never be alone for 5 years. Like, people are at me, like, people are next to me the entire time, or people are just like spamming me all the time. Probably never be alone, right? Yeah. Live in a society with mandatory facial recognition, or one with complete lack of surveillance but high crime. Mandatory. Man, you just have to. Even though I'm a really big privacy guy, even though Oh. You just have to do mandatory facial recognition, bro. It's better than staying in like the Bronx. Make a decision that benefits you but harms others, or one that benefits others but harms you. Make a decision that benefits you but harms others, or one that benefits others. Harms you. Benefits me, bro. I have to do me over my like anyone else. Be immortal, have 9 lives. 9 lives. Stupid question. Be poor in a rich country, rich in a poor country. Oh, flex my money to poor people, or get money flexed on me. Rich country. Nah, but here's the thing. Work up, clean the windows. They're gonna have no one to clean their windows. Boop, boop, boop. Just do that to everyone. Make money. Accidentally send a spicy text to a family member or to your boss. Oh my god. To your boss. You just have to do to your boss. You just have to do to your boss. I can't believe people agreed for the other one. Be sick for the rest of your life or kill a kitten. Bro, I can't kill a cat. Oh, to be fair, I don't really like cats. 70%, yeah. Yeah. Be stuck in an elevator with 3 wet dogs, or with 3 people who fart constantly. Wet dogs. I like the doggies. I like the doggies. Be stuck on an island with a killer. Stuck in the ocean with hungry sharks. I'll just fight the killer. I'll fight him. Build something good, destroy something bad. Build something good. You wanna build something good? I don't care. Want to know when you die? Or when the person you love dies? Oh, that is really hard. I don't know when I die. That's the person I love. I don't really want to know when I die. That's kind of scary, bro. It'd be like a time clicking down, even though it is already. It's like a certain timer counting down. Butcher your own meat for the rest of your life, or never eat meat again. Probably. Wait. Oh, butcher your own meat? Oh yeah. Yeah, definitely. Definitely. Change your religion, change your political party. This is controversial. Change. Oh, this is a bit. Change the religion. Because I don't know what religion. I don't even know if I have one. I'm in the middle. Always be overdressed or always be underdressed. Underdressed. Bro, I just like shirt, trousers. I'm fine. I'm genuinely fine. Have everyone know your darkest secret. Have everyone believe a false, embarrassing rumor about you. Embarrassing rumor. I can take it. I can take it. Did it once, happened loads of times. Do it again. Fight a bear with a butcher knife, or wolf with your bare hands. A butcher knife, bro. What? Oh yeah, to be fair. No, if you... maybe. Oh no, bro, look at my build though. I'll literally get slaughtered, bro. There's no muscle. Freeze to death or burn to death? Fuck. Do I have to be alive? No, freeze to death, bro. Burning alive? Bro, no. 50. Alright, we'll get to 100. We'll get to 100, then I'll call it. Get paid for reading books, watching TV. Or watching TV. Watching TV, bro. Obviously. Whoa. I could be Albert Einstein, or just no job. Always feel like you're about to sneeze but can't, or have a permanent itch that you can't scratch. I can deal with the first one. Give up Sharon or bait/Bateman for a month. Give up the internet for a month. Internet? Yeah, low-key internet. I'm just addicted to the internet, bro. Just actually go out into the world. Want to know the uncomfortable truth of the world? Live a comfortable lie. I'm curious. I'm literally a curious guy. I'll do the first one. Have photographic memory. Photographic memory. I don't even need to read the second one. Photographic memory. I'm Mike Ross. Be constantly tired no matter how much you sleep. Constantly hungry no matter what you eat. I already am constantly tired. Live YouTube or TikTok? Bro, I need to get off TikTok. I really need to get off TikTok. Let's go on Instagram Reels. Have to publicly share your search. Save one person you love from a burning building. Save 100 strangers. One person I love, bro. Obviously. Fuck the strangers. Have an extremely high IQ but be socially awkward. Be extremely charismatic but have a low IQ. I already am socially awkward. Have a perfect body but an unattractive face. Attractive face but imperfect body. Doesn't mean I can't gain muscle. I'm low-key chopped as it is. I'm chopped as it fucking is. So imperfect body. I'll just gain the muscle. Change aspects of your personality or your looks. I think my personality is fine. I think I'm fine. No, people say otherwise. People say they hate my personality before. They've said some terrible shit. I'll look at change personality, bro. Live out music, books. Books. I need my music. Have 1 million followers on social media or $1 million? I want the grind. I want the grind. I really want the grind. Have more time or more money? Have more time or have more money? More money. You could, like, it's just there. Live a life without fear, a life without pain. You gotta have pain in your life, so fear. You gotta have pain at least once in your life. Have the ability to see everyone naked, or have the ability to read everyone's mind. Read everyone's mind, bro. You're a gooner if you do the first one. Be alone for the rest of your life, or always be surrounded by annoying people. What do I do? Alone for the rest of my life. Be attacked by a lion, or 100 totally hysterical cats. Hysterical cats, bro. Be fully dressed at a nudist beach. Naked at a Venice beach. What's a Venice beach? Let's see. What's a Venice beach? Oh, it's in Los Angeles. Oh, it's this beach. It's like the one from GTA. Yeah, nudist beach. Be unable to say no, be unable to say yes. I just like saying no. I really like saying no. I just love saying no. Pretending's such a hobby. Accidentally send a nude selfie to your parents or to your significant other's parents. I don't care. I would just say like, oh, I meant to send it. I don't send it to my own parents, even though they've seen me like when I was younger. No, bro, I'm not doing that. Go viral for something embarrassing. Never go viral at all. Embarrassing. You do embarrassing shit all the time. Know how you die, or when you die, how I die. I love to know how I die. Give up coffee for a month. Give up social media for a month. I don't drink coffee. I don't drink coffee. Be allergic to chocolate. Be allergic to smartphones. Smartphones. People are that glued. Damn. Take a stand against a powerful political leader and face the consequences. Stay silent and protect yourself. I don't want to get slimed. I personally don't want to get slimed. I like my life. Save one endangered species from extinction. Have the ability to. Oh, talking to animals would be so sick. Talking to animals would be so sick. Have access to classified government documents or the ability to influence global stock markets. Ooh. Government documents. I'd love to know what they're hiding. Well, like literally, they held the Jeffrey Epstein files for a while. Who knows what else they got? Always get away with lying. Oh yeah, they got the alien shit now. The alien files. Always get away with lying. Always know when someone's lying. Always get away with lying. People, I just know when people lie. Have the power to be invisible. The power to read minds. Power to be invisible. Yeah. I think that's gonna wrap it up with the would you rather. I've been doing that for quite a while. W would you rather, to be fair. Actually answered some of the questions honestly. Alright, next up. We're just gonna chill for a minute. Yeah, I'll stream for not that much longer. I'll do one more thing maybe, and we'll see. I think that'll probably be it. Unless if we do a little bit something like early, like do a little bit of like a 10-minute gameplay of something, because I would play a horror game, but I don't think I have the time for that. I was gonna edit 6-7 minutes in heaven, but I genuinely couldn't be asked. I didn't look so entertained in that. I'm just testing the waters of how loud I could talk without getting shouted at. Let's put Spotify back on. Hold on. Sorry. I don't have my spell finder. I'll open this. You could baby, fucking head of me. Germany. Alright, I'll put in this final song and then the stream will end. Put this on. This will be the final song and then I will be going off. Next stream will be Saturday night. Next video? Fuck knows. Time. Alright. Thank you all for coming into the stream. Thank you for coming into the stream. Dappy stream once again. No matter how many people join, I don't care. I'm doing what I love. Double stream.